as the majority of you remember, last week, uh, picking up after the dramatic explosion of the dynamite within the floating citadel above the forest of spores. Um, Unfortunately, you guys found both Prin and Cheeks perished from the explosion. Miraculously, Yip did survive, but his scales had changed from their normal blue color to a black color. Perhaps an ominous portent. Either way, you guys continued trying to make your escape from the Citadel as it began to crash out of the sky. You ran into a mechanic aboard the ship who was trying to get anybody to help him because there were prisoners locked aboard that were going to be just left behind. Following him to save the prisoners, you guys encountered your new ally, Mike's character, Shrew, who was in search of his sister, Gloom, who was being held captive aboard the city. Breaking Gloom out and reuniting the siblings, you guys commandeered an airship along with the 50 mushroom folk that you guys rescued. You guys took off heading down towards the forest below. As you did, a giant three-headed mechanical dragon began to pursue you, forcing you guys to land in the forest, where the mushroom folk hid you guys away in a tunnel underneath the forest of spores. Kind of regrouping, you determined that Shroom and Bloom had been sent from the Court of Rot to meet up with Atya and the party, and hopefully help them restore balance to the Fate Courts. And so you guys all decided to travel together to the city of Mother's Grace, the capital of the Forest of Spores, and the greatest city of the Mushroom Folk, where you could bury Crin and Cheeks, and you could also stop a coven of hags that you had been told about taking root in the city and insidiously messing with the party's plans. Traveling through the tunnels for a couple of days, you guys arrived in the city, and there was a solemn funeral service for Yip, or Cheeks and Prin. And afterwards, you guys were met with a local mushroom in the city, a small puffball mushroom named Mushrana, who asked you to speak with the Elder Shroom, as he's called, the leader of the city, and convince him to fight back against Torum and their capturing of the mushroom folk. You guys agreed to this, so she went off to make a meeting, and while she did, she asked that you guys go down to the Square of Perpetual Growth, one of the central areas in the city, to meet with the elders there, the Elder Shroom folk, and to try to get them on your side, potentially to help sway the Grand Shroom. So we begin tonight not in the city of Mother's Grace, indeed not even on the continent of Edigan, but far away on the moon of Arboreum, in a dark, secluded patch of the Deep Briar, the court of the Fox Prince Reynard, as two humanoid foxes clad in green and brown leathers and flowing capes, wielding rapiers, face off against a large, white-haired troll. In the background, several figures move about quickly as the two armed foxes face down the troll. As the troll slams down a big, basically he's got like a club that's made out of the trunk of a tree. As he slams it down, both of the fox figures jump out of the way before falling upon him with their rapiers, bringing him down with ease. And for a moment they kind of look at each other grinning. All seems well as Brisk, you in the burrow just behind them, if you would like to describe your character, please.
But of course. Brisk is a 4'10", skinny little tabaxi. He's got orange, cream, and brown fur. Good heavens. These markings that almost make him look like a little tiger. He has these very large, expressive ears, a long, skinny tail, and these dark green eyes that flit around the fight, very anxious. He's got a tight-fitted cloth undershirt. He's got some muddied brown trousers, belt, and some boots. He does not carry any sort of weapons or spellcasting foci or anything that might mark a seasoned adventurer. He is unarmed.
From the entrance to this clearing, which almost appears like an entrance to a hedge maze, there is a rustling as a figure takes shape. The two foxes near the gateway tense up, hands on the hilts of their rapiers, but then they take ease as Reynard the Fox Prince sweeps into the clearing, his nose twitching. He has a large gash across his right eye, which is closed and bloody, and the two foxlings kind of like give him worried looks, but he stops only a moment and whispers something to them before they take their position on either side of the hedge gate, and he makes his way towards you, Brisk. Brisk, quickly now. We don't have much time.
Look, do you want me to help? I can stay in the fight. I don't want to leave you alone to it.
No, that's not what I want you to do. I want you to deliver a message, and more. There's a lot more at stake than our little grove here.
He looks heartbroken, but he's maintaining eye contact, just nodding.
What you're going to do is you're going to head back into the burrow. There's a weft there, a hidden weft, one I've told no one about. It will open to you the Bramble path. You must find the summer night, Atia. You must tell her that Ludimir plans to release the Shadow Fang. You must tell her that she needs to go and to rescue the vessel of Sibrel's splinter. You must tell her.
He's nodding, his lips trembling, trying not to lose his composure, but nodding. Okay.
Reynard holds up his hand, and in a cloud of mist, a rapier, still in its sheath, appears in his hand. He holds it up for a moment, and then he holds it out to you. Take this, and go.
He grabs it, takes a half step, turns away, looks back, and he starts dashing for the burrow.
As you grab it, there is like a sense of like vertigo almost. The world kind of brightens for a moment. Like you can see colors you've never seen before. And then everything goes back to normal as you turn away. As you head towards the burrow, do you look back?
100%.
Glancing back over your shoulder, you see Reynard his cloak swirling around him as he takes position, drawing his bow, as a man clad in black armor strides into the clearing. The last thing that you can see are the two younger foxes fall upon him, their swords drawn, and Reynard releasing an arrow towards them as you descend into the darkness of the burrow. It's a clear shot down into the den, and back into Reynard's chambers, which seem to open for you. The bramble doorway just kind of like receding, as if it knows that you're coming. Behind you, you can now hear the clear sounds of fighting and yelling.
He's taken off as fast as he can down that path.
As you enter into Reynard's chambers, at the back end, there is a mossy, bramble-covered wall. And as you approach it, the brambles begin to glow, and a tunnel begins to form, a kind of archway, an opening into the brambles that disappears into mist beyond.
There's the slightest pause, this hesitation, just at the vision of the arch, not liking the symbolism. But he's been told to go, and by God, he's gonna go.
As you step foot into the arch and begin to head into the mist, the brambles begin to close behind you. You continue on, and the path begins to slope further and further down until you find yourself not running down a corridor, but falling down a hole. The edges of the hole lined with brambly, thorny vines as you descend into mist. For a moment, or longer than a moment, maybe an eternity, you fall. But then, above you, or below you, you see the sky, and giant mushrooms. You come shooting up out of the ground as a hole opens in the floor of the forest of spores. You rise about 6 feet off the ground before the hole closes and gravity reasserts itself, and you find yourself thunking onto the floor of this this forest of mushrooms the size of trees. As you attempt to take a deep breath, you instantly find yourself gagging and gasping as you realize that the air of this forest, wherever you've landed, is incredibly thick with spores. So thick that it's like a deep cloud that you can't possibly breathe through.
That's no good. Just on instinct, he's gonna try to throw his cloak over his mouth and take what little air he can in.
You do so, and you can hold your breath for a little while as you take in your surroundings. It seems, at least as far as you can see, that you're just in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of this mushroom-filled forest, you don't really see anything. You're not sure why Reynard would have sent you here, but it is thick with spores. The air is like a kind of yellowish color from the floating particles all around you. And as you kind of like look around, looking for any signs of civilization or somewhere to take cover, something begins to move through the cloud of spores. Something that is pushing the spores away from it, kind of forming a bubble of air around it. If, Patrick, you would like to describe your character as you approach.
Okay. So you would see a 6'2" black with kind of green and brown moss-covered lizard folk. A soggy, rotten shield on his back, and a obsidian-covered staff that has also got a wood top, and it's kind of got mushrooms growing out of the top of it. Around his neck sits dangling a few tribal ornaments, and in the center sits a big tribal ornament of a raptor. And you see on his shoulder is a green raptor, also sitting inside that bubble. And he was just casually walking forward with his staff in hand, and just approach you and say, "Where did you come from?"
Brisk is like coughing and choking. He's got the cloak over his mouth. There's a brief moment where he doesn't immediately want to seek out the first thing that moves, just a bit of a fear response. But if it's this or choking, he is absolutely going to take a step forward. So he'll take a moment to catch his breath.
When you approach within 10 feet of me, you kind of feel the spores recede around you. As I kind of circle of spores around me in a kind of dome shape. Just gently communicating, kind of almost a bubble.
He is gasping and coughing, but looks very grateful for the moment of reprieve.
Should be a bit better to breathe.
It is, thank you. I'm Brisk. My father sent me to seek out Atcha.
Atcha. I am Udin, a lizard folk from across the channel. I saw visions from Udnath. He said this would be the place to find help for my people.
Now,
maybe I could follow you.
Now, Umnath, you had heard from a tribe of mushroom folk that you blessed with some rains just a week ago. You had received directions to a nearby city by the name of Mother's Grace. In fact, you were on your way to this city, which is no more than maybe an hour or two's journey from where you guys are right now here in the forest.
It's like, maybe this Atia person would be in Mother's Grace. That's the city I was pointed to by some very helpful mushroom folk. I said I might be able to find people to help me there, or maybe you'll be able to find who you're looking for there as well.
Maybe. Would it be okay if I stuck with you?
Yes,
I
be no problem.
So
Not all can. Sheila has a little bit of a problem. I kind of reach into my pack, pulling out a piece of bread and a biscuit shape, and holding up and feeding it to Sheila.
The raptor just like gobbles up the bread.
And I would continue forward.
Alright. So, as you guys make your way through the spore-filled forest in the direction of the city, we're going to pick it up with the rest of the party. As they descend the steps of the Grand Temple of the All-Mother. So you guys were given directions to the Square of Perpetual Growth, where apparently there is a council of elder shroom folk that you are to convince to be more aggressive, I guess.
Look, I think the mushroom people are gonna have the best go of this, so I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys do all the talking.
I'm not the best at talking, but I suppose I will give it a try.
Oh, brother. Talking? I like to talk. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to tell them?
Join us in the fight?
Perhaps the truth? I think in this case the truth is more grim than anything we could ever come up with.
I guess that's fine. I mean, they should know, so they
We
can
are
act more.
followers of the All Mother, and she herself sent us to aid Archia in this fight, so perhaps they may see that as a sign that war is inevitable.
And her wisdom must be followed.
Right. Just gonna go straight towards the square. Try to find this council.
Alright. So, it doesn't take too long of walking through the city to arrive at the large market, the Square of Perpetual Growth. As you guys walk through the market stalls, which are bustling with all sorts of different stands selling their goods, one of the main things that they have here are different dyes made from the various colorful plants of the forest. As you walk along, you can see up against, right across a bridge from you guys, up against a large mushroom tree, there is a kind of semicircle of mushroom folks of all different sizes, kind of shriveled and kind of gnarled looking, and they are all sitting around, and they seem to be just kind of like, some of them are reading, there's one or two of them that are like weaving, there's a few different activities going on, but they do look older than the other mushroom folk that are around.
Gonna take off towards them and should actually probably describe our characters to the new guys.
Not a bad idea.
As Troom starts heading over, he essentially just looks like a large suit of armor with a tower shield that is just covered from head to toe in all sorts of like fungus that is just sprouting out of like every gap that it can. Carrying a sort of kind of battle axe at his side. The shield itself looks like it may be slightly old and damaged, like the original, large kind of like cracks, but the entire thing is covered in so much like growth, mushroom growth, that it just seems to be holding itself together.
Gloom is following her brother's room, and if you looked at her the first time, you could be convinced that you're looking at a very tall dwarf. But upon closer inspection, you can see the skin is quite ashen, and there's a lot of mushroom growth coming from different spaces, and her eyes are pitch black. You can't see any weapons on her either. And she's sort of like skipping behind her brother.
Yep. Is a small little kobold just trailing the party. Now black, pitch black scales and eyes. He has a like tricorn sailor's hat almost on, and kind of raggedy clothing.
And Atia is a Eladrin elf. Right now she is in the Court of Summers, so her skin is quite yellow. Red hair, quite short and shaggy. She was burned to a crisp before. She's not wearing her armor right now, so you just see her like with regular scale mail.
I'm kind of sticking to the back. I know that the folks of this city are a little bit worrisome of the gear forged, even though I do look different than a normal one. I don't quite look like a Herringon shape yet. Although I've rebuilt my ears and legs, the chest piece still looks like normal Torum armor. I'm just sticking to the back.
As you guys approach the circle of mushroom folk, one of the mushroom folk, a green and yellow toadstool, kind of like peers at you with bulbous yellow eyes from one side. Look here, denizens of Torum in our very midst.
Who? Me?
The whole group kind of like looks up with foggy eyes, like peering at you guys in the group.
He is with us.
I beg your finest fucking pardon?
And what are you, other than
We
denizens
are
of Torum?
wardens of the All-Mother. That is what we are.
One can claim to be many things.
Oh man, do I have anything on me that can actually prove this? I have the shield of the All-Mother.
I'm just gonna look at Wallace, kind of like uncomfortable, and at Eve, like what the hell is going on?
Shroom's gonna like try to reach out to that whole psychic link thing we have with the All-Mother and see if she can like maybe help. We're all mushroom people, right?
Although I've been reassembled from Torum parts, I can assure you, I am no denizen of Torum.
You see, even now, they come into our city. I am sure one of their flying citadels will be here any day. We should retreat! Scatter to the four corners of the forest.
That citadel has fallen.
You mean the one we dropped? In the back? Well, they dropped for you.
So you destroyed one citadel. You think they have only one?
If one
And
can
what-
fall, then others will fall with it.
And what have you destroyed lately?
I repeat, we should run! Scatter!
You dare go against the All-Mother's word?
You claim to know her voice?
Reach out to her. See if we're lying.
I do not believe this one has the belief required.
The mushroom folk all kind of like look around a little bit concerned, okay?
And what do the rest of you think? Is this not a council of elders?
I'm a bit confused. Why are you here? What do you want? Who are you? She claims that you are people of Torum. You say something that you destroyed a citadel. You just walked in here. Who are you?
We brought 50 of your own citizens back.
So this was you.
am This was us, yes. As for who we are, I am Shroom, Warden of the All-Mother.
And I am Gloom, Warden of the All-Mother.
It is lies. Do you not see it? The crown that this one wears upon her head? It's all lies.
Shroom is instantly going to, like, step towards this small person After hearing that,
Shroom sting is gonna come out slowly.
you
Please.
dare to insist that we lie.
See how they threaten me with violence? A defenseless old mushroom.
I threaten you with
A
nothing.
coward.
The All-Mother will punish you enough.
Please,
you-
we wish to be allies here. We took down the city of Torum and proved it could be done. Here we have a small alliance of the Summer Court and the Court of Rot, and we wish for that alliance to grow. We believe that we can stand against both Torum and, well, possibly the Court of Winter's overreaching grasp. But the threat of Torum stands before us now.
And a few others.
And you want us to fight? You want us to actually fight Torum?
We want your help, whatever that could look like.
I don't know if that is a good idea. It is not a good idea. You would do well to ignore these outsiders. They don't understand. We have a better chance of surviving if we all scatter. If we just go our
If you
separate
just
ways.
hide and just wait for everything to be done, that's not gonna solve anything.
If it is
Lady
not
Mushroom.
Torum, then the very Fae themselves will come for you. The Winter King and these Torum. Yeah, I have no words to speak.
Shroom, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, I know this motherfucker's like. Okay, this is not gonna be good. I don't think my insight. Oh no, my insight's actually kind of good.
You kind of like reach out through the hive mind of Rot, through the the power of the All Mother, and you can feel all of the mushroom folk around you, but you cannot feel the green and yellow toadstool that is telling everybody to scatter. There is a completely different feeling coming from them that is not like the other mushroom fool. And then Wallace, your character sheet should be in the folder that says PCs.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm instantly going to look at that little guy and be like, "Who are you and what is your purpose here? You are not of the mushroom folk.
I am an elder. What
You
do
are
think?
not. Show your true form now. I do not sense you amongst the others.
The
The
whole,
All-Mother does not know you."
the whole group looks confused, and the green and yellow toadstool like takes a step back. No, I'm a mushroom folk. I don't know what you're talking about. You are crazy.
You don't know the touch of the All-Mother, you say? How peculiar.
I'm now actively taking my axe out. Show your true form or I will show it to them.
Can I use this?
Yes, you can tell that they are using magic to disguise themselves.
All of them, or just?
Just her.
Just to... Am I within 15 feet of her? I just want to make sure I stepped within 15 feet of this person, just in case they try to run.
Yeah, I would say you're within 15 feet of her.
Cool.
This is really annoying, you know. My sisters told me you would be coming here, but I didn't think that you would... Well, whatever. It won't matter. You'll soon be dead. She snaps her fingers, and the ground of the roads all around the square begin to writhe. Grass and moss shifting as something begins to emerge from the very ground itself. As this is happening, Ungnath and Brisk, you two have just arrived in the city a few minutes ago, and as you begin to make your way through the markets, kind of just taking in the sights of the city, in the distance, Ungnath, you spot the two figures from your dreams. As you begin to make your way towards them, you also begin to see the ground begin to writhe and move around you as shapes begin to take form. So give me 1 second here, get you guys over to the map.
Oh my god, we're instantly starting out the combat. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get to show what we have.
Yeah.
Ugnath would kind of say to Stella as he's walking, looks like there's about to be a brawl.
What?
And he'll kind of look to Brisk and says, something doesn't seem right about this. I'd prepare yourself.
Alright. Let me clear off the initiative here. And everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
And give me a moment, I'm going to close my cats out of here because last week one of them shut the computer off in the middle of the session and I lost half the recording.
Oh no. Page is unresponsive.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh my.
Alright.
Rough.
So, yep, you are first up as the ground takes the form of 3 gigantic shambling mounds.
Okay, cool. I am going to summon a thundercloud and call lightning down on the bottom one. Do that at 4th level.
Alright, as your lightning strikes it, the electricity surges through it, and you can see it almost looking like it's being revitalized by the lightning.
That's not good.
Well, shit.
Thunder, no.
Alright, anything else?
Oh,
Yep.
shit. Found the one plant that can actually fight you.
Yeah.
Alright. Shroom, you're up next.
Okay, there's gonna be a few things happening here. I'm gonna step about there. Make sure they're all within 30 feet. Yep. And I'm going to use my bonus action to use Shield of the All-Mother. that thing you just gave me. It doesn't say they make any saving throw, but I didn't know if that was... They get pulled 15 feet towards me.
Yeah, sorry, it should be a strength save. It should be 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your constitution modifier.
Oh, that actually works out good. That'd be a 15.
Okay. So then, let me see. Okay,
To
so
the
that was
two
for the
big
hag.
guys. Yep.
And then...
Oh, there it goes. Now it's...
Okay, so the one on the right gets pulled to you.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use... Oh god, where is it? So I'm going to use my action to use... Yeah, hold on. There's multiple... This is one of the things. There's my action to use my Warden's Grasp on anyone who is like within the area, which is anyone who's within 5 feet of me, so the hag and the big guy. They're going to have to make strength saving throws, basically the exact same thing, or they're going to get knocked prone.
Okay.
And with Warden's Grasp, till the start of my next turn, they basically can't move unless they use the disengage action. And then I also have an ability that after I use Warden's Grasp, I get a plus... I'm unmovable and get a +2 to my AC. A lot. A lot happens.
Okay,
So now
what's
I'm
the
currently
save for
rocking...
being knocked prone? It's 14?
15.
15.
15. It's basically the same thing. My constitution and strength are both easy.
Okay, so
Alright.
the hag is... Oh wait, I didn't use the right modifier for the hag. She is not knocked prone. She has +4 more, so she also would have gotten an 18.
She still can't move without using disengage action. Well, she probably can teleport. Oh, okay. Otherwise, I am sitting there rocking a 23 AC.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Okay.
I drew them to me.
So she is going to, she kind of like looks at you. Ha! The flesh of this mushroom folk just kind of like sloughs off, revealing this old, decrepit woman that is covered in just mold and fungus and rot. And she smiles at you through green teeth. Well, dearest, have fun with my pets. I'm sure we'll meet again soon. And
Damn it.
her body kind of like hardens, and after a moment, the hag is no longer there. There's just the wooden figure of a hag, like a tree shaped like a hag, in her place.
Son of a...
Alright. Mr. Ungnaf, you can see these shambling mounds, kind of like surrounding this group of adventurers. The elder mushroom folk are all scattering in different directions, getting away from the carnage. And it is your turn, sir.
Well then, I will look at the one in front of me and cast Power Word Pain. And that is going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Oh. Alright.
Is it half
And
damage?
no, it just doesn't take damage on a succeed.
I see.
And then I will cast Shillelagh on my staff as a bonus action.
Alright. So you stretch out your hand, preparing to cast a spell at the mound, but it just seems to not take any notice of you as it focuses on the group that is trapped between the three mounds. Your staff begins to glow with a green light. And would you like to do anything else, or is that it?
That's it for now.
Alright, Atia, you're up next.
Alright, so as an action, I'm gonna summon my armor. As a free action, I'm gonna summon my weapon.
Perfect. So,
That's a great act.
A cloud of mist appears around you as your shining plate mail takes form, and your glowing axe appears in your hand, ready for you to fight.
And I'll move over here.
As you move there, let's see. Nope, you were not in his range. Never mind.
That's it for me.
Alright. So next up is the Greater Shambling Mound, which, well, you know, it does what it does best. It shambles. So it's gonna come up here, and it's gonna try to clobber Wallace. So it gets to make 2 slam attacks. The first one being a critical hit.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mother of Christ.
Wallace, as the ground surges towards you, lifting a giant, soily hand and just slams down on you. You take 38 points of bludgeoning damage. As its first arm pulls up, its second one drops. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Since you are hit with both slams. Oh, it only has to hit you with one. The other ones have to hit you with both. Okay, well, whatever. So you take 18 more, and then you are engulfed. So you are blinded and restrained. You can't breathe, though you don't need to, so that's fine. And yeah, stuff.
Was that 38 and 18?
Yes.
Oh lord, I think that puts me at 0. Yep.
Alright. Brisk, you see these several shambling mounds, one of which is just completely engulfed one of the people here. You're not sure how such a peaceful little marketplace broke out in a big fight, but yes.
Well, this is my first introduction to a city, so I'm having a great time. Can I see our resident Harangon?
Let's see. I don't think so. He is engulfed, so I don't think you can even see him right now.
Okay, I think my first turn in this campaign might be something really fucked up and stupid then. So I'm going to first feline agility. Get to wherever, it doesn't matter. And with half of my movement, I'm gonna see if I can't blink as a free action to right about where in the mound I believe him to be.
Alright.
Go ahead and ping that. Oh, there's a lot of text here, but it's just the first part. Try to get over here. Can I dive into the mound and attempt to dimension door him out?
Yes, I would allow that.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can't claw my way in there just to get close enough that I can get him out.
Alright, so, it seems as though, this creature has no problem with you getting inside of it, so it you are able to easily claw your way in, but you can already feel like the dissolving and crushing effects of it as you're starting to pull in. But after a moment, you find this metallic rabbit being crushed inside of this mound, and you grab onto his hand.
I'm gonna see if I can't bring us both right about over here.
All right, with a blink of weft-like magic, the two of you teleport over here. Beautifully done. Anything else, Brisk?
Thank you very much. But I think I'm at 0, so I couldn't say that.
You're just malfunctioning.
Bonus action, because I have it. I'm gonna try a puff of smoke on this gentleman over here. I believe that is a dexterity save. Yes, it is.
Okay. You know, these guys have incredible dexterity.
So it would seem. I can go ahead and ping it. The DC is currently 17.
Creature is blinded. Okay.
And that's all I got.
Next up is the shambling mounds. Okay, so this one is going to attack Atia a couple of times. So it has to hit you
I'm gonna
with...
use my reaction to place a seal on this guy.
Okay.
It has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Well, alright.
Oh, do they have blind sight, by the way?
They do. Blind sight out to 60 feet. Okay.
You're simply devilish.
Right? Okay, so let's see. He definitely failed. So he is knocked back 30 feet.
Oh no.
Whoops.
Oh.
Oopsie daisy.
Ah.
But he's prone.
Let's see. Conditions, immunities. He is not immune to prone. Okay, yes, he is prone. Oh, he's immune to blinded. Okay. Alright, so, it is prone, so it gets disadvantage on its attack, but it is still going to attack, I guess, Unnath a couple of times.
They do not hit.
Alright. So, the mound seems to, like lurch around trying to hit you, but it can't, find purchase as you dodge nimbly out of the way. The second one is going to make some attacks. Let's see here. It's gonna go right here, and then it's gonna go for you, Gloom. Not with disadvantage, so it's a 15 and a 13.
Nope.
All right, so you kind of like transform one of your arms into a shield and block a couple of the attacks. And that brings us to your turn, Gloom.
I'ma stab it.
Your stinger just kind of disappears into the shape of the mound, not able to affect it.
Second attack.
That attack,
Holy
however,
shit.
as your stinger begins to sink into the creature, you jerk it up, hitting into its insides, piercing it deeply for 13.
I'm so sorry for the big ass link that I'm gonna send.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a bonus action with my stinger. If you go to the
Yeah, if she attacks
The
with her
stinger?
stinger, she
Yeah.
can use a bonus action to make a second attack.
The,
It's like a rapier.
Yeah, like my second arm turns into the second attack, so I'm gonna use that.
Alright. That attack, unfortunately, is a miss, as it kind of like shoots out vines that force you back.
And that is it for my turn.
Alright. Wallace, make a death save.
Oh, right, that's the thing still.
Man, it just wouldn't be a D&D session without hearing those words.
It would not. Wallace, your newly built machinery is it's still in pretty good shape. It's worrying. It's trying to get you back on your feet. Yep, you're up next.
Seeing that he doesn't seem to be too effective on big guy, move up to small guy. I'll touch him and use insightful maneuver.
Alright.
And drop a lightning bolt on, or call lightning on him.
Alright.
He's also gonna have lightning or some bullshit. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking reroll that damage too.
Oh god.
Yeah.
2 1s and a 3.
Gonna reroll all 4 of those. Burner sorcery point.
My man. You watch in horror as your lightning heals all of the damage that Ash just did.
And that's my turn.
Do you have anything that isn't lightning? Oh god.
Alright, Shroom, you're up next.
Well, this one's gonna get to attack me, because I'm gonna move to the big guy.
I'm not gonna lie, Will, it was funny the first time. It's even funnier the second time.
I'm glad you called lightning first, because I was thinking of doing it.
So that guy, big guy's gonna get to make an attack of opportunity against me
Alright, he will do so.
with an armor class of 21.
He does not hit.
Alright, and on the big guy, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Warden's Mark on him. So as long as he's within 5 feet of me, he has disadvantage on all attacks against creatures other than myself.
Okay.
So if he tries to attack anyone else, it's going to be a disadvantage. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks with my battle axe.
Alright, so
Yeah,
your
not the
first
most
attack
damage.
is a hit, slicing through a small portion of its vines. However, as you come in for the second attack, it just bats you away with one of its large, viney arms. Anything
Alright.
else, Shroom?
Nope.
Alright. Ugnath, you are up next.
Alright. I just want to make sure. He needs to make a con save just for entering my space. As the spores around me surround him and start trying to grow out of him.
Alrighty.
And on plant action.
So that is 7 points of necrotic damage.
Perfect. You can see
And then-
the fungi beginning to eat away at his vines, or at its vines, leaving just the soil underneath.
Ugnath will say to Sheila, "Well, I think we should take care of this first, and have her attack the plant in front of him." This is with advantage because I'm within 5 feet of it, right?
Yes, and it's prone.
I don't think that hits.
Yeah, unfortunately, her bite force is not strong enough to get through these thick vines.
But a 21,
Now that's a hit.
slashing away at the vines. Bite, maybe not. Claws, definitely.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, and then I'll look and see the sword growing in and be like, It's a plant. That's what I did wrong. And cast Blight on it. Needs to make a con save with disadvantage. Because it is a magic plant, I assume.
It sure is. Oh, whoops, I didn't need to roll initiative. I was trying to click off of the... Or I was trying to click disadvantage. Okay, con save with disadvantage. There you go. Somehow
17, it makes it.
succeeded, but it still takes the maximum
Half
hit
of-
damage, right?
Yep.
Uh,
Which,
8d8. 8 times 8.
That's 64.
So 32 damage. You see a large portion of it just wither away from the force of your blight.
Unathil Non say. That's what I should have done the first time. And he'll kind of look over to the the downed Warforged. He doesn't know what it is. And we'll be like, I'll try healing you when I can get away from this thing.
Alright. Atia, you are up next.
I got a quick question. I'm sorry. I took emergency protocol for my upgrade. Does that count when I'm at 0 health? It says I don't have it linked on here yet, but
Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me grab the book.
it says if I'm
Kibbles, right?
incapacitated or unconscious and cannot take my action, it'll cast a spell or take the dodge action. Only cast spells granted by the armor's upgrades and can use your spell slots to do so. Does it count?
For now, we'll have you take the dodge action for this turn, and then next turn, you can do a spell, okay? Since we're already past your turn.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Yeah, sorry,
No worries.
I didn't remember if that was the one I took or not.
Alright, Atia, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna run over here and try to attack the big guy with my great axe.
Alright. As it's reaching a viney arm out to grasp onto Shroom, you slice off like a big cluster of the vines, leaving them writhing on the ground.
I'm following that. I will try to attack again.
Unfortunately, your second attack, it just shoots its arm out and just slaps your axe to the ground, forcing your attack away.
That's it for me.
Alright. So next up is the Greater Mound, which, seeing as it's being taunted by you, Shroom, it is going to attempt to slam you.
Yep. That's a miss. That is a hit.
So it slams its fist down, its earthen fist, right into your shield. And you raise your tower shield up, blocking the first attack. But it catches your shield, and the vines begin to grow around it, holding your arms up as its second arm comes around and slaps you from the side. You are grappled and you are engulfed.
Alright.
And that brings us to Brisk.
Okay. Each of its turns is when I take the damage. Alright.
Let me do some measuring. Decent amount. I'm going to attempt to vortex warp the one in front of me. And give me a... Actually, first, I should use my free action to summon my rapier. So it appears in my hand in a
Cloud
cloud of mist.
Yeah, like a cloud of green tinted mist, the ornate rapier appears.
I'm gonna try to warp it out. DC is 19 this time.
Nice. Okay. Let me save. Save. Alright. Alright. The ground in front of you, Ugnath, kind of like ripples like a liquid, and the mound just sinks through it, appearing on the other side of the clearing.
Ugnath will nod. Interesting.
No bonus action, and I'm not gonna move because I want my feline agility back, so that's my turn.
Alright. Next up are the regular mounds. He's gonna dash. The other one is going to make 2 more attacks against Gloom.
This guy at disadvantage. Neither hit.
What does it have disadvantage from? Sorry.
My brother.
Oh no, that's the big guy.
Oh, he's the big guy? Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
Because he's the one that's doing like the 30, 40 points of damage around.
So if it's advantage, both hit.
It's not advantage, but it would be the first roll, so 218. So then, yes, you take 11 and 15 bludgeoning damage as it just bears down on you with its massive
Hold on.
weight.
For my reaction, I am going to block the second one with... I'm scrolling. Oh my god, so many things. This.
Well, if you use it on the first one, then it'll also still affect you till the start of your next turn, so it'll affect both of them.
Oh, okay, then yes. I'll block them.
Alright, so then it just kind of pummels your shield, unable to find purchase in your strange anatomy. And that brings us to Gloom.
I'm going to transform my arms into a mole and attack it.
Unfortunately,
Try again.
Oh my god.
Alright, so your first attack just kind of like grazes some of the dirt off of it. But as you spin around for the second hit, you just slam down across its face for 10 bludgeoning damage.
This, if I choose to, I can move it 5 feet away from me.
Would you like to?
Yes, please. And I will move closer to it. I'm trying to move it away from fucking Dip. That's it for my turn.
Alright. Wallace, you're up next. Go ahead and make a death save, and then you can cast a spell using your emergency protocols, or take the dodge action. Wallace?
I can't see the chat right now. I did try to roll it. I'm guessing it did not go through.
No.
Oh boy.
Alright, well, you reload. We'll circle back to you.
Alright, sorry.
Nope, you're all good. Yep, you are up next.
I'm going to mutter some arcane words under my breath and then let out a dragon's breath, which I'm going to cast at 3rd level. And I have to use like a fucking loser. I'll do it on one that's like right in here. Let's see.
fire damage?
Yeah, fire.
Alright, well, it fails its save at least. As it is engulfed by fire that nobody knew that you could use.
It's funny that I took a spell that I only used the lightning version of.
It doesn't seem like the fire
That's
did
it.
very much as it instantly goes out, though.
Oh, that's great.
Alright, Shroom, you're up next.
Slightly worried this thing might move. This is a weird thing. So if I use Warden's Grasp, it stops people from moving away from me, but I'm inside of it.
So you're restrained. Can you?
You can't use my action. Hold on. Let me find restrained.
Can't a creature who's restraining only move at half speed when it has a creature restrained with it?
I think so. I mean, they can't really move much at all anyway.
Yeah, attack rolls are at disadvantage and disadvantage on dexterity saves. The weird thing is that I'm literally inside of it, and this ability literally stops them from moving.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Well, technically moving 5 feet away from me, which I'm going with it. Never mind. Can I use my action to try and escape this?
Yep.
Try and
because
there's like
16.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna. What is it? Athletics or strength or what? Where is it?
It's it's grappling, so it'd be athletics or acrobatics.
All right. 25.
All right, so you force your way out of the mound.
Right now, I'll use my Warden's Grasp on it, which raises my armor class because of multiple fucking shit. I have so many things that work at the same time. But yeah, that is it. I get out and I use my Warden's Grasp on it.
All right.
I'm going to move forward 20 feet. Should still be within range of our friend there. Going to cast as an action or a vitality, and as my bonus action, have 2d6 healing done to Wallace.
All right.
11 points of health.
Wallace, you
Thank
are
you.
jump started. You're not sure how you got over here.
Who are?
You're okay, Holden.
Thank you.
And-
Thank you.
I will move the rest of my movement forward, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Next up is Atia. Max, before you go, Atia, Max is your character sheet working. Would you like to cast a spell now?
It just reloaded the map, but I have not got my character sheet to reload. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of trouble today.
No worries. Hopefully it will be up when we get back to your turn. Go ahead, Atia.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to attack this dude. So bonus action, I'm gonna place a Seal of Faith on him.
Alright.
And I'm gonna attack with my Great Axe.
Alright, again, you take a mighty slice out of him with your axe. Do you want to detonate your seal?
No, not yet.
Alright.
Oh, because that gives me advantage. Can I roll again in case I crit?
Yeah.
And then extra attack.
Unfortunately, that one is a miss as it batters you back.
And that's it for me.
Alright. Seeing as you're still harassing it, Shroom, it is going to hit you again.
Yep. That's a miss. That is also a miss.
This time you're ready for it. As it comes down on your shield, you twist away instantly, pulling away from its viney grasp, and just in time to block its second attack. Which brings us to Brisk. Go ahead.
Doing some measurements. They're all within range. I'm gonna try for a Mind Whip. Believe I need to upcast that to 4. Oh, hold on, they need to be within 30 feet. I might only be able to get 2. Yeah, I'll just go for the... That one's just gonna spin. I'm gonna go for the bottom 2, actually. 3rd level slot. They can both give me intelligence saves, please, and thank you.
Absolutely. And they are very not smart.
Damn!
Damn.
Like a minus.
Holy crap.
I don't think I have... do I have...
And a 0. Holy shit.
Nice!
Take a guess and see that it hits.
Love it.
There's no thunder on that. There's 3 damage. Should I roll separately for the second one because I didn't announce if I was rolling them at the same time?
It's up to you. If you would like to roll again or just take the 12 damage.
12 is above average. I feel it would be... What's about average? I feel it'd be dishonest not to roll twice. Say pretty much the same anyway.
Alright, so you pull back your psychic energy and launch it at these 2 shambling mounds. They don't seem to have the mental fortitude to be able to withstand or even understand at all what the hell you're hitting them with, as they both just kind of like...
Nice! So they don't have reactions, and they get either their action, bonus action, or movement on their next turns.
Beautiful. Anything else, Brisk?
That is it from me.
Alright. So, we'll start here with the shambling man that did not get psychic whipped. He is going to continue to battle with you, Gloom. His first attack easily misses as he just kind of like hits the ground right in front of you. But his second attack, he launches up and kind of like hits you in the jaw. So that's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okie doke.
The one down here that got Mind Whip, he is just gonna move. And he can't even dash, and he's only got 20 movement, so that's it. What a guy. Go ahead, Glue.
I transfer my arms into a mole again.
Bring it.
And move it 5 feet.
Alright, so you take another big chunk out of it, and it is forced back.
Move closer, and this time I'm gonna use for my second attack the Stinger.
As you launch your stinger towards it, it just kind of like creates a hole in its body around where your stinger would have hit, just avoiding the attack. Anything else?
I just sneer. I sneer at it, and that's it for my turn.
It doesn't seem to have any kind of intelligence. It's just a mound of animated dirt and vines, basically. Next up, Wallace. Your systems are a go.
Alright. Oh my gosh, and I think it's gonna let me click on my character sheet. I'm gonna look up and shake my head and blink really hard and take 2 force blasts at the nearest thing that seems like an enemy.
Alright.
Oh my goodness. My computer claims this page is loading. Little by little, I can see.
Wallace is having a time.
Oh my, I'm just about as broken as my body seems to be. My mind is broken as... Oh, look, there we go. My eyes turn red as Wallop takes over and blasts him.
Alright, so the
Please work.
first one just kind of bounces off of the carapace of this mound, but the second one finds purchase in a spot between some vines, blasting it for 11 force damage. Anything else, Wallace?
Oh, Lord. Nope, that'll be all. I can't see where I'm at.
Alright, yep, you are up next.
Let's hold the dead on the one above me. Oh, why didn't you roll?
Alright. Not very wise.
Necrotic, and that is my turn.
Alright. Shroom, you are next.
Alright, bonus action, keep this Warden's Mark going. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks against this fucker.
Alright, both of those hit. As you come down for one attack, slicing away some of the vines, and then follow up with a second attack, slicing away more.
Yep.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that is it. Actually, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 2.
It doesn't have reactions right now either, just so you know.
I know, I'm just trying to get, because if I can get here and get him, I can basically stop him from moving, which I assume if I'm close enough, he won't move anyway. You know what? Maybe I'll just go about there. Yep, that'll be it.
Alright. Ugnath, you're up
Gotta
next.
stay with it.
I'm going to move 15 feet forward right here. Use Aura of Vitality on the Shroom. So that is 10 hit points back as a bonus
Thank you.
action.
Shroom, the spores of the forest seem to swell around you and then go into your armor, like restoring your sporal cloud.
Ooh.
And then I will cast Blight on the big guy as an action.
Shit.
That is a failure. He takes 64 necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, because he's a plant.
Ah,
You see a large portion of it shrivel away and die. It seems to be falling apart at its seams now.
And that's my turn.
Alright, next up is Atia.
alright. Is gonna look at Ugnath approvingly, and then he's gonna try to attack twice.
Alright. Both attacks hit as you cleave off more of this mound. It looks like it's pretty much falling apart now.
And then I'm gonna consume my seal on the second one.
Alright. As you pull back from your second attack, your seal glows and then ignites with a kind of like the fiery heat of summer. Yeah. Anything else on you?
That's it for me.
Okay. The mound is gonna go next. The greater mound. now realizing who maybe the more dangerous target is, it turns its gaze towards you, Nath. And it is going to... Actually, you know what? No, it's got an intelligence of 5. It's stupid as fuck. It's just gonna keep attacking the big armored guy who's harassing it.
It would have disadvantage on anyone besides me anyway.
Well,
I would probably just call it food.
I think it would, for it, the smarter move would still be to attack the lizard guy, but I think it makes sense.
To be fair, he did fuck it up a lot.
But this is on you.
26 and 25. Hold on, I could... Oh yeah, no, those will both hit.
Okay. So you take 23 bludgeoning damage. And then you take 20 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And then it pulls you into its into one of its arms.
The second one is gonna start to get into half damage as I have... Where is it here? God, I have a thing. There's so much shit. Yes, but I'm less than half. Well, actually, I think this one would knock me below less than half, so any attacks after this.
Alright. And
I'll be taking half damage.
that brings us to Brisk.
I'm gonna walk up a little bit. And I'm gonna hit him with Old Reliable. This time I'm going to Twin Spell a Vortex Warp. So I'm gonna target the 2 smaller ones. They could both give me con saves, please.
Alright. Alright, where are they headed?
Right over here.
Map so I can move on more easily. There you go. As you guys are fighting these things, they just, again, the ground kind of ripples like it's a liquid, and they descend through it, appearing on the other side of the clearing.
And that's it for me.
Alright. Next up are the 2 shambling mouths over here. And, man, I really want to have them just go off and start killing civilians, but I'm not going to do that. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He dashes all the way to there. And he
If you did that, you'd have to add a bunch of, like, civilian tokens.
Yes, and that would be a pain. Probably would set Max's computer on fire, too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of which, do you have the shadow thing going? Because maybe that's why he's...
What shadow thing?
Why am I forgetting what it's called? The thing that... For the night or something.
It did say something about shadows are not supported, and then I like dragged it over to my other screen and it started kind of working, but now I'm just like...
The whole thing where like...
time again.
Okay, yeah, you do have it turned on. I'm just forgetting what it's called. The lighting thing.
Oh, dynamic lighting?
Yeah. But not the thing that works with it for, like, if you're in a dark room, you can't see shit.
Yeah, dynamic lighting.
Yeah, it's dynamic lighting, yeah. That might be the reason his is...
Yeah, but I have that on all the time. I always use dynamic lighting. So.
Well, yeah, but just on this particular map, there's not really...
Anyway, next up is blue.
Moving and attacking.
I'm inside its stomach.
Alright, so your first attack unfortunately misses. But as you miss with your first attack, you look up and you can see your brother lodged in this thing's arm. You leap up and just slam its arm with your hammer, hitting it for 16 bludgeoning.
And that's it for my turn. I'm not gonna push it.
All right. Wallace, is anything working for you, or
No,
okay?
not at all.
All right. Well, no worries. The role playing is gonna come back up in a minute here. So, all right. Yep.
That's
you're
all
up next.
right.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna work with Hold Dead again. I lost my character sheet. Stop being opaque. Oh yeah, I just have to roll dice for this. And it'll be a wisdom save.
Pull the bed.
Yeah.
All right. He takes 4 damage.
That's it for me.
All right, Shroom. You are grappled and restrained.
I'm gonna use my action to try to get out of here again.
All right. DC 16.
17.
All right. You're free.
Whoop.
Be free, bitch.
And bonus action, gonna keep that Warden's Grasp going. And that's it.
Okay. Ugnav, you are up next, my friend.
Alright, I'm going to take on 5-foot step forward, place my hand on the back of Shroom, cast Cure Wounds. I'll do it at 2nd level. So that is going to be 8 plus 5, and then use Aura of Healing, or Aura of Vitality on him as well. So, 23 points of healing.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Thank you.
man. You guys like literally built the exact characters this party needed, was control and healing.
Completely.
And am I within 10 feet of the big guy?
You sure are.
He needs to make a con save.
All right.
He does succeed. I don't think he takes any damage then.
Okay. So the spores swirl around you, and Shroom, you can feel your vitality come back to you quite a bit as this strangely dressed lizard folk approaches you, knitting together your wounds. You feel the power of the All-Mother coming off of him very strongly.
Room is going to concentrate on this fight. But
Atia, go ahead.
I'm gonna attack.
Alright, Atia. You leap into the air as it brings its hammer-like arm down towards you, and you cleave the arm straight off of its body. As it reels back, you kind of like land, and then kind of like bringing your axe up, you slice right across it, and the creature falls apart. Nicely done. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Charge towards the next,
I'm moving.
towards the other
Yeah.
two. All right, Brisk, you are up next.
So my measurement. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna do a 3rd level Mind Whip. They can both repeat their intelligence saves.
This should be good.
I will roll.
They're gonna do really good on this, I bet.
hey! What? Oh, well.
They don't have disadvantage, I don't think, but 15 still fails, so it's like
Damn.
that
I'll
is a
roll
really good roll for them,
separately.
An 18.
All right. So you see them both reel back and pay your psychic mind whip.
And that's it.
Alright.
No, I'm
That
good,
brings
thank
us
you.
to the mounds, which are going to come up on Atia here. And we got 4 slam attacks.
I'm gonna use a reaction on one of them.
Well, they only get the movement.
Oh yes, you're right. Because of the mind whip, they don't even get to attack. They just get to move. Beautiful. Bloom, you are up next.
I'll move up to the closest one. Over here, bash it with a hammer.
As one does. Unfortunately, it knocks back both of your attacks.
And that'll be it for my turn.
Alright. Wallace, how's your game looking?
I am loaded up again.
Alright.
I'm gonna take a full movement towards the party and kind of catch up to. Oh jeez, how far away am I here? Can I get up about next to Brisk? I can't. I got my character sheet to load, but I can't get a map to move. Okay. And I've got a 60-foot range on my Force Blast, so I should be able to hit him, right? Yeah. A second. Is it marking? I'm trying to do the lower one here.
Perfect. So those aren't right? It's just normal. So.
Oh, yes.
The first one is a miss, but the second one does connect. Alright. That brings us to Yip.
I'll toll the dead on the one that he just hit.
Okay. You can see that the one up on top now also looks pretty bad. Shrew?
Right.
It's your
That's
Run up here, 5, 10, 30, get all the way up here. I'm going to use my Warden's Mark on that guy to give him disadvantage. As long as it's within 5 feet of me, he has disadvantage on all attacks that aren't against me. And, oh, right, I still have an action, don't I? Yeah, I'll attack it twice. Where's my axe? Oh wow, I actually didn't roll it.
Alright. With a couple of great cleaves, you slice through a large portion of its vines. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Alright. Ugnath, you are up next.
I will throw Aura Vitality on Wallace. And that's going to be 9 hit points. And then I'm going to go 30 feet down. And I will do another Cure Wounds on Shroom. And this one will just be a first level. Ooh.
Anything else?
That's all I can do.
So that's just a 4.
Yeah, just 4 hit points.
I just want to make sure.
go ahead.
Yeah. I feel that pain.
Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna place a seal on this one.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna attack that guy first.
Alright, you take a big chunk out of it.
And extra attack. I'm gonna try to swiftly turn around and attack the guy below.
Alright. And you totally catch him off guard, just like hacking right into its leg.
Great, that's it for me.
They are both looking on the verge of defeat, as that brings us to Brisk.
Feline agility and run up 30-ish feet. Gonna take a swing with my rapier. Normal roll, not advantage. And why not? I'll put a booming blade on here.
Alright, so your rapier slices, piercing right into the heart of this thing. And you see it begin to kind of like lose cohesiveness. It looks like it probably only has one good hit left before it goes down.
And with the movement I got left, I'm gonna blink right back over here. And that is it.
Alright. Next up
Is
are
this-
the mounds.
Is this mound in 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, it needs to make a con save. I
Alright,
forgot to do that on my turn, but
No worries.
and
I'll
we'd succeed.
I'll have your token of minute aura going forward. I'll make sure I put that on there. So
Try.
Okay, so the bottom mound is actually, I think both mounds are gonna go after Atia because she just hit them pretty hard. So we got 4 attacks going against Atia, 2 of them with disadvantage. Let's start with the 2 with disadvantage.
Yeah, go ahead. I have a thing for.
Both of which miss. And now the 2 that don't have disadvantage.
I will. You go ahead and do, because I have the fighting style now. Protector, so I'll give that first one disadvantage.
Okay, so then it's a 19 to hit.
25.
Nothing doesn't hit.
Okay.
I should have done to the second one.
Alright. So then
Ugh.
it almost hit you, but Shroom, a cloud of mushrooms like erupts from the ground right in front of you, blocking the attack. And that brings us to Gloom.
Same target. I'm gonna try to hit it with the hammer again. And move it 5 feet.
Damn!
You don't even have to. As your hammer
Okay.
lands, the creature crumbles.
And then I'm gonna attack with a stinger on this.
Unfortunately, this attack is a miss, as it just kind of like your stinger just does not pierce through one of its vines.
And that's it for my turn.
All right, Wallace, you're up next.
Sorry about that. I'm going to continue moving toward the party at my full movement speed.
I got you.
And then I'm going to calm my foolish self down, and instead of attacking, I'm going to cure wounds on myself.
All right.
Level 2.
Did you take the 9 hit points last turn?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Did you
Yeah.
get the 9 hit points last turn? I did.
The 9? Yes, I got that.
Okay.
I was knocked down pretty bad.
Yeah, that seems to be
you
the
took
curse.
a wallop in that first couple of fucking hits. Yeah.
Oof.
Just completely engulfed.
All right. So you repair a large portion of your chassis. Yep. You are up next. Yep.
Did he leave without telling us?
Well. All right. Well, Shroom, go ahead.
Gonna whack it twice.
Alright, so your first attack hits, knocking off another large chunk of it. But it manages to drive you back before you can hit it the second time.
Oh yeah, my Warden's Grasp. It's one of those abilities I gotta use every bonus action to keep it up. So I'm gonna keep that up.
Alright.
Use that.
Ugnath, you are up next. Alright, so you drive the staff right into its chest, and the spores that surround you like swirl up through the staff into this mound, and it begins to just like billow out like a balloon before exploding into chunks of dirt and moss all over this clearing. And as it does so, and the dust settles, let's go ahead and take a 9-minute break. So we'll be back at the top of the hour to continue the session.